Let's do one last run through this kitchen. And this was a really unexpected use for the trove blocks to make some very, very bright modern furniture. We've got some track lighting. This little closet. And our next stop is Sea Breeze by Jorn, also known as Rajmali. And this one uses 3 springs. There were a couple of them from 3 springs in the contest. Like this little power thingy that's over here. And I was talking to Jordan, and his guild does a series of them called the Pyrolithos, where it's all steampunk. The lattice work around the foundation here. This little life preserver. Definitely got the whole maritime theme going on here.
Congrats to Odzilla 1337 for the first patron press.
Woo!
That's the first ever giveaway we've done on the roadshow too.
Woot woot!
Got some pretty awesome looking paddles here. Another great piece of wall art. I don't know, I really like this fireplace setup. And then we're getting ready to go fly fishing.
I love this dimension because this is like me. This is like I would totally come live in a room with 7 other people and go fishing all day. Like that's I love this. It just feels like you could, that you could stay here at this little house here.
Yep. And these boat cabinets. Or the boat counter.
So, Odzilla, as far as any prizes go, you will be getting a message via Twitch. So if you'll stay in Twitch, after the stream, we will go ahead and send out those codes to everybody, okay?
Diva, you didn't tell me my UI was still up.
Oops.
I really like this table over here too, with the magazines laid out on it. Some spun out, looks like potato crates maybe, or artichoke crates. But very cute little place.
Yeah, I just love that spool.
And our next stop is Afternoon Delight by Silverin. And you come into this great gazebo. And I'm actually going to mount up on the path.
That's fine. Don't worry about me in this level 1. We'll be okay.
Eat my exhaust. And I really didn't mean that as rudely as it sounded.
Uh-huh.
She totally did. They're talking about your booty pants. I'm telling you, this episode's brought to you by Fiendish's Wardrobe.
I've been threatened with severe punishment if I comment on her wardrobe during this stream.
That's a dirty lie. It's a nice wall fountain here. Love the TV going on. I like this clock.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
did
cool.
too.
I mean, I just have to commend everybody for all the cool things that they invented for this contest. It's amazing how many unique things people keep coming up with, since we all use kind of basically the same components. I was just flabbergasted.
Yeah, for sure. I like this sideboard over here too. The hutch. And I really like this one because it's a lot of common materials. There's no, not loaded with trophy items and hard to get things. And there's nothing wrong with using those because I use them too. But I also like to see what people can do with the run-of-the-mill stuff that, our minions bring back. I like this little play area.
So cute.
We got a cute little tub.
I really enjoyed some of the lamps that people made in this too.
Very true.
So many, like, I would have thought of that.
Yeah, just this trying to reproduce in a dimension the stuff that we're used to having in real life. I think is always one of the biggest challenges to building a house, especially. And now our next stop is Woodland Cottage by Kenrith. And this is in Stillmore Vale, which has a item limit of 1,200, and I really like this rustic style. And all the garden stones. and the timing for glass blocks was perfect.
I know. I wonder how many people finished their build and then, farmed some tickets and were like, yes, 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 and went and replaced them all.
Probably quite a few. This contest had a lot of early entries. Now I don't know how many of those were done before the entry was made, but this one had a lot of early entries. And I know there were a couple that had been built before that were torn down and rebuilt because I was in, I think it's Jadia's. I had voted for her original build, so I couldn't unfortunately give her another vote, and I'd really like to because I like that one also. I like this fireplace made from the crafted tables and those wall connectors. Those walls and
Yeah, it's really pretty.
those Dromheim walls and the wall connectors are like some of the best items ever, and they're cheap.
I love those two, Fiendish.
I like this little deck.
I know you said this earlier, but it's totally nice to see so many different morphs on the bed in this contest.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oops, there's not a stairwell there. And I like this couch setup too. A lot of window chairs this time around, which is awesome. I think window chairs are great. And so our next stop is Water's Edge by Jadia. And this one, I'm just going to make the assumption that it's female off the character name, so if I'm wrong, then I'm sorry, but Jadia built a lot of ice blocks in this one, and I really like the way that they're used here as accent piece.
I agree. Throughout the house too.
Yes.
Especially on the outside of it. It's very those blocks when they're not too big are so pretty, I think. They almost feel either like the lights catching it like a marble or that they glow. And I think just with the backlighting of the sun behind the house, it really stands out in this one. Very pretty.
Yeah, I always think they look less like ice and more like Coke bottle glass, like the old, real thick Coke bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Or jade.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, and just the pairing on the outside of it, I don't think that I would have paired it with the mossy brick. I think it really works well with that. And very pretty, very good contrast.